fighting or competition gloves. These are likely the gloves you're most familiar with because they're the ones you see your favorite fighters wearing on TV. The majority of competition gloves are between 4 ounces and 6 ounces. They're obviously very light and they don't give you a ton of protection, but on the flip side, they won't hinder you from striking, grappling, or anything in between. In competition gloves, the padding is shifted out of the knuckles so you can inflict more damage, and it's often placed into the wrist area so you can use them to block strikes. They've got an open palm, which allows you to grab onto your opponents better than a closed palm. And unlike most other gloves, competition gloves don't have any material over the thumb. The thumb is left unprotected, so you've got better maneuverability. Most competition gloves are made from leather because it's the most durable material, but there are a growing number of manufacturers using synthetic leather, which keeps the cost down. So who are competition gloves for? Competition gloves are designed with just enough padding to protect your hands over the course of a 15 to 25 minute fight while allowing for maximum damage to your opponent. Honestly, if you're just starting out or if you're on a budget, you might not need competition gloves right away because you probably won't be competing just yet anyway. But if you are ready to compete, you may want to consider spending a bit more on competition gloves. You don't want to be distracted by a broken strap or have anything to worry about other than fighting your opponent. Who are competition gloves not for? Well, competition gloves are not for heavy bag work or sparring. They simply don't have enough padding to protect your hands from repeated combos on the bag, nor your sparring partner's face. Okay, now that we've covered the features that they have, let's break down the best MMA gloves by category for the best all-around glove, the most heavily cushioned glove or glove with the best protection, the premium or highest quality glove, and then the lowest priced glove, but still decent quality. If you're looking for the best all-around competition glove that also happens to be the most heavily cushioned model, there's no debate. The RDX T2GL is that glove. The RDX T2GL was designed to be the most protective competition glove on the market. It's especially great for anyone concerned with knuckle or hand injuries. The knuckle area is packed with layered foam and RDX's gel, which disperses impact evenly. And they've even got a robust layer of padding over the wrist, which is great protection for blocking shots. This glove is so heavily cushioned, even though it's for competition, you could absolutely use it for grappling training and maybe even some light sparring. If you want a minimalist glove that's going to stay out of your way, this probably isn't it. But if you're looking for a heavily padded glove to protect your knuckles, this might be the best competition glove on the market. Also, even though it's not on the expensive side, this is a leather glove, which means it'll last a long time, but it will require some care. After training, just a note, you don't want to just toss this glove back into your bag and forget about it until your next session. Speaking of high quality gloves, if you want the top shelf MMA competition glove, you'll almost certainly be interested in the Hayabusa T3 4-ounce Pro style. This is a great competition glove for anyone with weaker wrists or previous wrist injuries. It's genuine leather, it weighs in at 4 ounces, and as with all Hayabusa gloves, the T3 MMA competition glove is designed to hold your wrist in the optimal striking position. So where the RDX T2GL is best at protecting your knuckles, the Hayabusa T3 MMA glove is superior at protecting your wrists. Though to be clear, both gloves are great at protecting both areas, but if you're more concerned about your wrist protection or you don't plan on using hand wraps, the Hayabusa T3 would be the best for you. And this is a premium glove, which means it'll last you a long time if you take care of it. Last but not least, for a more affordable, though still decent quality competition glove, you should definitely check out the Combat Sports Pro MMA glove. The Combat Sports Pro MMA glove is a great entry-level model and at a very affordable price. These are genuine leather, so they can take quite a beating. They've got decent padding over the knuckles and the wrist, and yet they're only $30. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a glove of similar quality for this low a price. Now, if possible, you may want to spend an extra $15 and go for the RDX T2GL. They've got better protection and just feel nicer on your hands. Plus, they could double as a grappling glove as well. But if you're on a strict budget, the Combat Sports Pro is the perfect glove because it's also real leather, it has good padding all around, and it won't hit your wallet too hard.